Hey everyone, and welcome back. Ready for a peek into the future?
Always.
Today, we're diving deep into Dubai's plans for transportation.
Dubai.
Yep, Dubai. Those ambitious skyscraper folks, they've got some really fascinating ideas for how people will get around.
Sounds exciting. What kind of sources are we looking at today?
We've got a news release straight from the Crown Prince's office. It outlines the Roads and Transport Authority, or RTA's plan for the next few years.
Okay, so straight from the top.
And let me tell you, it's not just your average roadwork announcement. We're talking billions of dollars and some seriously futuristic tech, like AD 16 billion. That's billion with a B.
Wow. Okay, they're not messing around. What's the overall goal here? Just more roads?
It's about way more than just adding lanes. Dubai has seen phenomenal growth, more people and more cars. It demands a transportation network that can keep up, but not just keep up. They want to stay ahead of the curve.
I can imagine. Dubai is all about pushing boundaries. I'm guessing they're starting with a pretty solid foundation, though.
Oh yeah, their road network has more than doubled in size since 2006. And the number of bridges and tunnels,
Don't tell me. Increased dramatically.
eightfold.
Eightfold. Wow, that's mind-boggling. The engineering behind that must be incredible.
It is, but it's not just about quantity, it's about smart design. Their plan focuses on strategic corridors, easing congestion and making sure essential areas are well connected, not just slapping on a Band-Aid.
So like a complete system overhaul. I like it.
Yeah.
What are some of the flagship projects in this plan?
Let's start with the Latifa bint Hamdan Street development.
Okay, what's in store for that one?
We're talking a major artery, 12 kilometers long. Huge sections will be elevated on bridges. They're aiming to significantly cut down travel time.
How much of a reduction are we talking?
They're looking at about a 15–20% decrease.
15, 20, that's a game changer. That's time people can get back in their day.
Exactly. Think about how much that can improve your quality of life. Less time commuting, more time for things you enjoy.
Absolutely. What other transformations are on the horizon?
The Maidan Road development is another big one, also focused on slashing travel times. They're looking at getting from Suqim Street to extended Maidan Street in just 4 minutes.
From Suqim to Maidan in 4 minutes. That seems impossible.
Not for Dubai. They're using a combination of new roads, bridges, even tunnels. It's all about making sure traffic flows smoothly.
Wow, that's impressive. What else is in the works?
They're also transforming the El Mustaqbal Street and Trade Center roundabout.
Okay, those are two spots I can already imagine the before and after photos for.
Me too. El Mustaqbal Street is getting the bridge and tunnel treatment.
So less stop and go, more smooth sailing.
Exactly. They're estimating bringing travel time down from 8 minutes to just over 3.
That's cutting it down. And what about the Trade Center roundabout? Isn't that a notorious bottleneck?
You know it. They're adding 5 new bridges to create a free-flowing intersection.
5 new bridges. Talk about a dramatic change.
It's a perfect example of how good infrastructure can truly improve people's lives. Less time stuck in traffic, more time for the things you enjoy.
Couldn't agree more. Are there any projects focusing on connecting different parts of the city?
You bet. The Suqim and Al Quadra Streets project.
Okay, what's the thinking behind that one?
These upgrades will ensure that those areas can continue to grow and thrive, stay accessible and vibrant, like the veins and arteries for a bustling city.
That makes sense. They're planning for the future. What about some of those other major roads? Are they getting any attention?
Definitely. The Al Fay and Al Safa Streets developments are going to be huge. Al Fay Street is a major route that's getting a serious capacity boost.
So wider lanes, better traffic flow, smoother commutes.
Exactly. And Al Safa Street. You guessed it.
Yeah.
Tunnels and bridges galore.
Sounds like they're pulling out all the stops. What's the impact going to be like for commuters?
They're aiming to turn a 20-minute journey into a 2-minute breeze.
2 minutes. They're practically building time machines.
I know, right? It's amazing. But hold on, it gets even cooler. Dubai is taking things beyond traditional roads. They're stepping into the future of transportation.
Okay, now you've got my attention. What do they have up their sleeve?
You ready for this? Trackless trams.
Trackless trams. What are those?
Imagine self-driving trams, but without the tracks. They use cameras to follow painted lines on the road.
Whoa, so they just glide through the city. That's amazing.
It's an incredible mix of efficiency and sustainability.
What about capacity and speed?
Each tram has 3 carriages and can carry 300 passengers. They can even zoom along at 70 kilometers per hour.
That's serious speed. And are they electric powered?
You bet. They're a much greener option compared to buses or traditional trams. Plus, they're cheaper and faster to build.
Dubai is really thinking ahead. What else are they doing in the realm of future transportation?
They're also big on autonomous vehicles.
I was hoping you'd say that. What are they doing to make that a reality?
They're putting in dedicated bus and taxi lanes.
That's essential for self-driving vehicles. Are they testing anything out yet?
Oh yeah, they've got a pilot program for autonomous buses already up and running. It's a pretty big deal for the world of transportation.
I can imagine. Safe and efficient first and last mile connectivity, that's the dream. But it wouldn't be Dubai without a touch of smart technology, right?
You know it. They've even developed a digital platform called the Commercial Transport or Logistic Platform. It's designed to make life easier for businesses by streamlining all those commercial transport operations.
So like managing fleets, tracking shipments, and optimizing routes.
Exactly. They're bringing the efficiency of the digital world to commercial transport.
Very cool. I also read something about smart cycling tracks scanning. What is that all about?
They're using a specially equipped vehicle to scan for any issues or repairs needed.
Ah, so instead of sending people out, they've got this high-tech solution, much more efficient.
Right. It's about being proactive and catching problems before they become major headaches. It's like having a doctor for your cycling tracks.
I love that analogy. It really paints a picture. All this innovation is super impressive, but it takes more than just money and technology to make it happen. What about the people behind it all?
You're absolutely right. The RTA knows they need skilled minds to drive all this innovation. That's why they're investing heavily in homegrown talent.
So scholarships and training programs.
You got it. They're focusing on areas like artificial intelligence, big data, cybersecurity, even data management.
So they're building a sustainable ecosystem for innovation. They're making sure they have the expertise to stay ahead of the curve.
It's a pretty incredible vision, wouldn't you say? A city dedicated to shaping its own future through smart and sustainable development.
Absolutely. They're not just building a transportation system, they're building a better future for everyone. It's truly inspiring.
You can really feel that sense of ambition and vision, can't you? But we've only just scratched the surface. Stick with us. We'll be back in a flash to dive even deeper into Dubai's plans for the future.
We've been talking about all these grand plans for Dubai's transport network. But it's not just about fancy infrastructure, is it?
You're right. They're also taking safety very seriously. Did you see anything in the release about that?
Oh, yeah. They're doing a lot to boost safety and efficiency. There's something called the Green Road System.
Green Road System. What's that?
Well, it's all about encouraging safer driving habits among bus drivers. It's a real-time monitoring system.
Oh, so it's keeping track of things like speeding and stuff.
Yeah, things like speeding, sudden braking, taking turns too sharply, anything that could compromise safety. And if a driver does something risky, the system sends them an alert right away.
So it's like a proactive risk management tool. Has it been effective?
Very. They've seen a 54% improvement in overall safety since they implemented it. And get this, traffic violations and those risk indicators have dropped by 47%.
Wow. Those are some impressive numbers. Sounds like it's really making a difference.
It really is. It shows how technology can play a huge role in making our roads safer. And it's not just about monitoring bus drivers. They've also got this smart control center.
Smart Control Center. What is that? Is that like mission control for transportation?
It's kind of like that. They're using technology to make sure all transport vehicles are following the rules. They've got cameras and AI working together to detect violations, all in real time.
So like an extra set of eyes on the road.
Exactly. And it's been pretty effective. Since it was launched in 2021, it's recorded over 367,000 violations.
Wow. So they're not messing around. They're serious about enforcing the rules. It sounds like the RTA is taking a very proactive approach using all this technology to create a safer and more efficient transportation system.
Absolutely. They're definitely at the forefront of innovation when it comes to this stuff. And let's not forget, they're doing all of this while also managing incredible population and traffic growth.
It's mind-boggling to think about the challenges they face. But it seems like they're tackling them head-on with this really ambitious planning and cutting-edge technology.
I think there's a lot that other cities around the world could learn from their approach. It shows what's possible when you've got this bold vision and a commitment to innovation.
Yeah. It's a reminder that we don't have to just settle for the status quo. We can create the future we want for our cities. Speaking of creating a better future, it seems like Dubai is not just focused on infrastructure. They're investing in their people, too.
Oh, absolutely. They know that a skilled workforce is essential for any kind of progress. The RTA is offering scholarships and training programs to make sure Emirati talent has the skills to succeed in the tech world.
It's a smart move for sure, especially in areas like artificial intelligence, big data, cybersecurity, and data management. They're really preparing for the future.
It's a forward-thinking approach, that's for sure.
Yeah.
They're making sure Dubai has the brain power to stay ahead of the game. It's not just about building infrastructure, it's about building a sustainable future. Any city or nation can learn from that approach.
So for our listeners who might be wondering why they should care about what's happening over in Dubai, what would you say to them?
Well, I think Dubai's story shows us a few things. First, it's a testament to ambition and commitment. They've set these ambitious goals and they're putting their money where their mouth is.
Right. It's not just talk, it's action. And it's inspiring to see a city taking charge of its own future.
Absolutely. Second, their approach shows just how powerful technology can be. They're using it to solve these complex problems and to improve people's lives. Smart traffic management, autonomous vehicles, it's incredible.
It's a great reminder that technology can be a force for good when used thoughtfully.
And finally, I think Dubai's focus on developing local talent is something we can all learn from. Investing in education and training is crucial for success in the 21st century, not just for Dubai, but for the whole world.
Dubai is setting a fantastic example for all of us, and we've got a lot to learn from them.
I couldn't agree more. They're showing us what's possible with vision, commitment, and a willingness to embrace the future. It's exciting to see what they'll accomplish.
It certainly is. But we're not done yet. We'll be back in a moment to wrap up our deep dive into Dubai's roads to the future. Stay with us. And we're back. We've talked about all these futuristic trams and smart traffic systems, but what does it all actually mean for people living in Dubai?
It's easy to get caught up in all the technology and the scale of these projects. But at the end of the day, it's about the people, the ones who live and work in Dubai.
Right, like how will this actually impact their daily lives?
And I think the RTA's vision has the potential to be seriously transformative.
I can see that. Imagine a city where getting around is easy and stress-free.
Yeah. Where your commute isn't a chore, but an opportunity to relax or catch up on things.
Right, I like the sound of that.
Think about hopping on a safe, reliable public transport system, maybe even an autonomous one, or enjoying a bike ride on a well-maintained path.
That sounds amazing. It's like they're creating a whole new way of life.
And it's not just some fantasy, it's backed by real action. They're investing in it.
It's clear they're really committed to putting people first. That's inspiring.
It is, and it goes beyond just making life easier for individual. It's about creating a more vibrant city, a city that's well-connected.
So people can access opportunities more easily.
Exactly. Connect with loved ones, experience everything Dubai has to offer. A city that thrives because people can move around freely and efficiently.
This vision goes beyond just roads and infrastructure. It's about a sustainable future, one where technology is used to serve people, to enhance their lives.
They're showing the world what's possible when you dare to dream big, when you back it up with action.
Dubai is definitely leading the way. So as we wrap up, what's the one key takeaway you want our listeners to remember?
If Dubai, a city known for its ambition and extravagance, can rethink its transportation system like this, with this focus on people and sustainability.
It makes you wonder what's stopping other cities.
Exactly. It's not just about resources, it's about vision, it's about the will to create change. That's something we can all learn from.
Absolutely. Dubai's story is a challenge to rethink what's possible. It's an inspiration to all of us who dream of a better future for our cities, for our world.
Couldn't have said it better myself. Thanks for joining us on this journey.
And thanks to you for all your incredible insights. We'll be back soon with another deep dive into a topic that's sure to pique your curiosity. Until then, keep exploring, keep learning, and keep dreaming big.